What's the vibe, my perspective peeps? He has a perspective. She has a perspective. You have a perspective. Welcome to the Tarot Perspective. A 1-year-old little boy was shot and killed by police officers in Senatobia, Mississippi. A mother and her 1-year-old child were coming out of Walmart. She had a friend with her that was coming out of Walmart as well. The friend had a box of diapers. For some reason, I guess the associates at Walmart assumed that she had stolen the diapers. So they stopped to speak with her, and evidently they had already called the police to dispatch them. And so the mom and her 1-year-old son went to the car. Later on, the friend came to the car. By then, the police were there, came up to the car aggressively. The friend jumped in the car, drove off. So I don't know how aggressive the police were, but evidently they did not feel comfortable. So she drove off, and as they drove off, one of the officers decided to open fire on the car. Now, prior to that, the mother that's in the passenger seat with the 1-year-old held the baby up in the window to show them there's a child in the car, because she said she saw them put their hand on the gun to draw the gun. She held her baby up. There was no tent in the car or anything. She said she opened her door. I guess she was going to step out, but when the friend bagged back, she said she hit another car. And as she did that, the force from the door actually closed, and they opened fire on the car. They shot the driver, the friend in the arm and the leg, the mother said, and they shot her 1-year-old son, Cohen Wiley, in the rib. I believe she said in the rib cage. The friend continued to drive them to the hospital, and her son passed away at the hospital. So I am sitting here wondering how a possible shoplifting incident turned into the police opening fire on a car with a child in the car and knowing that the child was in the car. I just don't understand. It just almost seems like another authoritative reason to use a gun, to what they call it, trigger happy, to just open fire for. It just reminds me of the other case that we talked about with Rick Chow and Cyrus. They thought he stole water. He's dead. They thought this lady stole Pampers, which is alleged. We don't know if she did or if she didn't. It's being said that she did not. So Pampers is worth a life. What happened to de-escalation, telling them to stop, getting the license plate number, things like that? It just seems like there is no value for life. And this is still under investigation and still a developing story. But I just don't understand how police officers are so wide open and so willing to take a life and to know that a child was in the car to open fire. I heard from different sources or different stories that Benjamin Crump is accepting the case on behalf of the family. Because I really don't see how this can be explained. And it just touches my heart for a child to lose their life. And then people don't want to talk about the race factor. However, I wish I didn't have to. But when we look at these different instances, what is the common denominator? It is usually a white person, a white officer gunning down a black person. Now it's a black child, a 1-year-old child by the name of Cohen Wiley. Everybody just please pray for our nation. Pray for our law enforcement, the people that are supposed to be keeping us safe. Pray for this family that has lost this 1-year-old child. I just don't understand. My perspective is the police department needs a lot more training, especially de-escalation training, before using guns and opening fire, before anything is ever figured out. And definitely knowing that a child is present, and to put it frankly, just not caring. You have to not care to see a child be held up in the window and you still open fire on the car. So I will be bringing you more information regarding this case. It just touches my heart that a young child has lost his life due to an officer showing up for a shoplifting case that appears to probably not even be shoplifting, but it was not that serious. If I had been there, I would have given her money for the diapers and just let her go. Let's pay for them and let them go if it's that serious. I just don't understand. And my perspective today is that our world needs help. Our world needs changes in the law very, very quickly. Please go and vote, and please leave your perspective in the comments. I'm done.